iScrappers, Tom from the iScrap app. Today is Sunday, October 20th, 2019. Over the last week, we've seen a lot of prices reported. We want to tell you some of them that we've seen. Now, of course, if you have a price that you've seen reported or sold yourself, feel free to comment below. Let us know the markets that you've been getting. And if you have questions, we'd like to hear those as well. If you have become a Patreon supporter, we thank you for that, and hopefully you're getting some valuable tips throughout the week that we normally do not share. Whether they're price alerts, updates on materials, or different pieces of news that are affecting the scrap commodities market, we're trying to get you as much information as we can. Now we're going to start with some of the non-ferrous prices that we've seen reported over the last week. In Coos Bay, Oregon, number 2 tubing, $1 per pound. Rockaway, New Jersey, Bear Bright, $2.20. Anthony, Texas, Romex wire, 20 cents a pound. Cosohaken, Ohio, aluminum siding, 25 cents a pound. To briefly talk about the aluminum market, which has been at almost its lowest point in 10 years, it's been a very difficult market to deal with. We've been watching it, trying to learn as much as we can, but it has been a very, very hard market to get our hands around. We're watching it, but we haven't seen any strong pricing anywhere in North America. So don't be shocked or surprised when you're starting to get much, much lower aluminum prices than you ever thought that you would be. In Stony Point, New York, aluminum cans, 20 cents a pound. Omaha, Nebraska, number 1 tubing, $2.05. And in Bedford, Pennsylvania, insulated copper wire, 50 cents a pound. Waterloo, Indiana, we have a number 2-3 mix of copper coming in at $1.40 per pound. Corinth, Mississippi, batteries, $7.50 each. Now, some companies buy batteries per piece, some buy them per pound. We've always found that buying them or selling them at a per pound rate gives you the most fair price for your battery or your core, and that's what we recommend. Even asking your scrapyard if they wouldn't mind doing that. This way you're getting every single penny and neither party is getting the short end of the stick. Statesville, North Carolina, Carbide, $4.25 per pound. In Calgary, Alberta, of course these are in Canadian prices, 304 stainless, 20 cents per pound. Now we've been watching this market and we've been trying to get a really good grip on where everything is. Stainless has been a little stronger, aluminum has been very weak, copper has been very flat, even with the phase 1 agreement about 10 days ago, which hasn't been signed, and we have other pieces and parts to get to, but we've been watching it as closely as we can. So we'll hop to the steel side of things, and we've seen some steel prices beginning to rise, very small as we saw such a decline. Some scrap yards are a little hesitant to put that $7 to $10 increase in immediately, as we've been watching these markets and they just haven't been as strong as we'd like them to be. In Eau Claire, Wisconsin, shredding steel, 2 cents a pound. Jackson, Tennessee, light iron, 50 a ton. Antis, Pennsylvania, cast iron, 50 a ton. Mapleton, Minnesota, number 1 steel, $40 a ton. Elk City, Oklahoma, shredding steel, $10 per ton. Kissimmee, Florida, light iron, $60 per ton. Bronson, Michigan, cast iron, $50 a ton. Philadelphia, Mississippi, shredding steel, $100 per ton. Excellent price as of recent. Lockridge, Iowa, cars, $60 per ton, but that's for a complete car with nothing missing. Oshawa, Ontario, number 1 steel, $190 per ton. So we've been watching these markets, trying to figure out where they are, but they've been very difficult to really get our hand around and figure out how to guess where they're going next, and even how to get some type of a formulation on how the markets are going to be changing, reacting, and moving forward. Now don't forget, if you want more market tips, news, and tricks, become a Patreon supporter where we are updating those prices and different tips throughout the week multiple times. If you have any other questions, leave a comment below. Today is Sunday, October 20th, 2019, and until next week, we'll scrap you later.